G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So in today's video, we are sanding ply tanks. Nah, I'm joking guys, we're not doing another episode on sanding, what a joke. So I am going to finish up sanding this one, and then I'll clean up the inside, and I'll show you the trimmer setup that I'm going to use to run around the whole outside of it. I'll just quickly show you that, and then after that we'll go home. I'm not sure what I'll do. I might talk to the missus about going to the shop and pick something up for our future plans, but I think the shops might be closed by the time I've finished. I'll have to have a look, see what time Kmart closes. Anyway, I'm just going to get this finished. I'm going to get this sanded and then I'll have a chat to you guys. Alright guys, so that one's sanded. I'm not gonna radius the edges today. We've got something important to do. So we need to make a quick run to Bunnings. You know the other day how I showed you that expansion tank on my water change system? Well, my retic system runs the same pump and it doesn't have that expansion chamber. Now, it does have some 25mm pipe that runs to the solenoids. So there is like about a meter of pipe which acts as kind of a tank, but not fully as a tank. Now I've had problems with the pump cutting in and out like all the time, and it only dawned on me last night that front pump is actually just constantly fighting the pressure, like it's like dropping in and out of pressure. Now that's because there's no tank, so I'm going to go to Bunnings and quickly grab a couple of bits so we can make one. Alright guys, so we're playing the juggling act, trying to carry everything at once. I bought a meter of pipe just in case. I can't remember how much I've got at home. I think I've got 2 meters at home, so we'll work with what we've got. I need to get some more shit for the retic, but I don't know how long a piece of pipe I need, so I'm probably going to dig it up and measure it before I get the pipe. I just need to make one piece of pipe that's currently 20mm bigger and make it 25mm to get better flow. Alright, we're home guys. So it's actually possibly the worst weather I could have possibly chosen to work on the retic. The wind noise is insane. Sorry if the audio is going to be pretty shit, guys. It's so windy. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, this is where my wastewater goes from the fish room. There's 4,000 litres worth of storage here, and there's a pressure pump here, so that runs through this filter because I've got MP rotator sprinklers and they don't like the dirt, so we filter the water before it comes through. Now this here is my problem. So there's a pressure switch in there, so this pipe builds up to pressure which turns the pump off. There's not enough volume of water in that pipe to create like a I don't know what word you'd use, like a volume of pressure. So like the smaller the area is, the more the pressure changes. So if we put like a big tank on the back of that, that means that we're going to solve that problem. Alright, so I've taken a couple of measurements. Now let's go cut this up. So I went and measured the height of the pipe out the front. Basically to the center of this thing here, this T, I need about 430mm. So I've cut that with the base. We've got 430 there. That's not pushed in just yet. So then that's the right height for that to sit on the ground. So then I've cut the two ends at identical sizes. So now I'll start gluing it up, I reckon. Alright guys, so I've glued up my two ends. Now I've just cut a piece for the top here. So what I'm going to do now, we'll glue this in, and then We'll take a measurement from the top to work out the bottom piece. This top one was no exact science, so I just cut it a random size. Alright, so now we need to measure that. So 615 plus 32. Is that? We'll just say 30, I reckon. What did I say? 615, hey? 615. So we need to cut 640. Alright guys, so we'll just check that. Always check your sizes. If I glue this in, it's a pain in the ass to redo it. So glue that one in. So I always see people using the blue or the green PVC glue. Just a little tip, guys, it comes in clear. Like, yeah, they only sell it in the big tubs, but for me, clear is worth it. Move the camera. So now, the end is the fun part. I'm not shy with the glue either. It's another good thing about clear. Alright guys, there we go. There's our water tank. Cost me like 40 bucks instead of spending, I think I looked up the tanks and the cheapest proper pressure tank I could find was like $100, so it's a good buy. I don't know, I'm going to glue that piece in YOLO. I did measure it, but let's just do it. That's risky business, guys. But I did take a measurement, so it should be alright. Let's go put this in. Alright guys, so it fits in pretty easy, but I do need to lift it a bit, but this whole lot moves pretty easily. I actually wouldn't mind that sitting a bit higher anyway, because that pipe had quite a fall on it, and also I don't really like the idea how these solenoids here are buried at the moment. So we're going to cut this up. I do need to get some new saws, guys. A nice hacksaw would be good. I think I'm going to wash this out because it will have all the PVC offcuts in it, and we don't want them getting into our sprinklers. So we're ready to glue up. It's not the prettiest setup, but it's practical. It's behind the gate, down the side of my house, so I'm not really that fussed about what it looks like. We're going to make sure we get some good glue on this. Obviously this thing sits on like 100 psi. I think you guys corrected me on that actually. More like 150. This is the same pump that's in the fish room. So if you are looking at buying an zewdie pump but worried about the quality, this pump here is 2 years old. And the one in the fish room is probably 18 months old, and like they're $199 with a 3-year replacement warranty. I've just made sure I photocopied the receipts, and we're good to go. Alright guys, so that's on there. I like that actually. So this is sitting hard on the ground there, and it's actually pulling this up a bit, which is good because I didn't like how that was pulling down. Here's I'll show you guys where the solenoid is. So the solenoid, yeah, you can see, is here. This is my problem. Alright, see there? See, we come out at 25 mil, and that's a reducer to 20 mil. So what my plan now is, I might as well do it now. It's windy, but it's not too ridiculous. So that's 20 mil. That 20 mil runs to about here. Then there's a T, and the T goes both directions. So my plan is to run 25 mil pipe from there to there, 25 mil elbow, and then reduce to 20 mil there and there. And we'll see if we can get some better pressure, because this is really hard with a tripod, guys. Hang on. So the sprinkler there and the sprinkler here, they're like 6.5 meter MP rotators, and they don't get enough pressure. They don't spin properly, they don't turn properly. If you guys know what MP rotators are, you'll know what that's about. Alright, so I'm going to dig that up. So I start digging. Next thing, I'm battling the elements. Between the wind, it starts raining. Then I get to a certain point and I find a hammer. Having a closer look at this rusted out hammer, it was one that I bought a couple of years ago, literally brand new, and I lost it and now it's ruined. I've dug it up. This video is going to act like a video for you guys and a video for me. When I go to the big green shed tomorrow, I'll be able to remember what I need. So this is all 20 mil. My plan here is to get you can get a 25 sorry, hang on, what do I need here? I need a 25 mil T piece, two 25 to 20 mil reducers, so there it'll reduce back to 20. Then we need a 25 to 20 elbow, they've got them, and then from there we go back here. I'm going to dig this across that way and go straight into the solenoid. I've got no idea why this T is here. I'm guessing there was a reason when I did it, but right now I can't figure out that reason. So we need a new 25 mil threaded piece for that. So it'll be a straight pipe out. The idea is 25 mil will hold better litres per hour, and then it'll go through those two T's before it reduces. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but I don't need it to make much of a difference because it's only just not powerful enough. The sprinklers pop up and they spray, but sometimes they just don't rotate, that's all. I'm really sorry about the wind noise, guys. I've picked the worst night possible to work in the garden. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, but just quickly before I do that, we probably won't get to the retic tomorrow. I've got a bit of surprise for you tomorrow. And on the subject of taking the fish for a walk, I'm probably going to push that to do that sooner than 500 subscriptions. I'm probably just going to do it as soon as possible. My main reason is I've voiced it out on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm worried that somebody's going to copy me and do it before I've done it. Thinking back, I probably should have kept it to myself till a bit closer. But I get excited, guys. I've got to learn to keep my ideas to myself a little bit. I'm worried it's going to stab me in the foot telling everyone that I'm going to do it, is basically what I'm saying. So I was actually going to go look at tanks tonight, but the problem, I forgot about the retic, and I wanted to get the retic fixed because it's getting into the warmer weather, and I couldn't have that pump constantly turning on and off. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. If you like what you saw, hit subscribe, hit like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.